black. What would happen if me, a white guy, came down asking the same questions? Could I infiltrate the KKK? And will closet racists be more open to sharing their beliefs with me? Or is this town being racist just a myth after all? Why do you think Harrison's the most racist town in America?
Over in Zinc, they had a Klan headquarters there.
And then the reputation came over here to Harrison?
Yeah, because I guess they put all those racist billboards up.
So were you aware that the KKK is headquartered here?
Yes, I was.
There are a lot of people that live here that are members of the KKK?
I don't think so.
Whenever it was a big thing with Black Lives Matter, people really went at it.
I've never really met an actual racist person in this town, so.
I'm Mexican, and I've been here since 2005, and I haven't been approached by racists yet.
Zinc is how far away from Harrison?
10 miles that way?
So not too far away.
No.
The consensus is Harrison got their bad rep from a place called Zinc. Apparently the KKK is headquartered in Zinc. Let's go check it out. One thing to note, I have not found a single black person here, period. Warning, no trespassing. We're literally in the middle of nowhere. Oh, full-on dirt road, Lead Hill Road. And as I drove into Zinc looking for the KKK church, I stumbled upon this guy mowing the lawn. Question for y'all. We're trying to go to the KKK headquarters. Do you know where that is?
They don't allow film crews up there.
They won't let me in? I'm trying to join the church. Do you think they'll let me in? Because I'm white.
There is an application process usually for that.
Really? What? How do I get
Wow.
They have an online website to apply.
Really?
Yeah.
So they won't let me in and record my experience?
Nah.
No? Okay.
What?
There's a lot of negative repercussions
What?
for having the wrong.
What?
There is an application process usually for that.
Really? What? How do I get in?
They have an online website to apply.
Really?
Yeah.
So they won't let me in and record my experience?
No.
No? Okay.
There's a lot of negative repercussions for having the wrong views, Dave. No matter what it is. If I say no,
Yeah.
I don't care what surgery they had, that's still a man. Yeah, there'll be repercussions.
Quick disclaimer, the conversation you're about to witness does not reflect my beliefs, and if I laugh at any point, it's because I have no clue on how to respond. Enjoy. Is Zinc or Harrison more racist?
Huh. I'm in Zinc, so maybe Zinc. I've been portrayed as the ultimate racist.
Really?
Few people.
KKK. Pootie is a guy who does YouTube?
Yeah, most of them that come through are black.
Are you racist? Do they portray you as like hating black people or something?
I don't care one way or the other
Sure.
how I'm portrayed, because most people come with an agenda.
People want to portray this town as racist or what?
Don't care. I'm fine with that.
Is that accurate?
I hope it's well, I don't care one way or the other whether it's accurate. Racist is just an anti-white hate word. It really only has any major effect on white people. Black people don't promote much of anything. One little thing of nature. Each race is different.
He's yapping.
White people love to fight other white people, and black people apparently love to shoot other black people.
So would you prefer there be no black people?
No, I don't care one way
You
or
don't
the
care.
other. I don't want to be around them.
Sure.
I am not real comfortable
See, like-
because we're different. But you will hear people.
See, like, I feel like that's not... Like... It's weird. I don't know what to say to that. Like... Like, is he racist for that? Like, a part of me wants to say no, but it's also like, I mean, he just doesn't want to be near him type shit. Which is still kind of weird to say.
If they're honest, talking about how they're loud. White people, wiggers, try and act black. They look silly.
What was the term?
Wigger.
So what does that mean? A white?
Yes.
How'd you end up here?
I practice white flight.
Is it when people leave neighborhoods that are with black? People or what?
Yeah.
I see. So too many black people moved in.
This is a known phenomenon. Most people won't admit they're doing it, even if they know they're doing it.
Where did you flee from?
Maryland.
If I were black, would I get punched or what?
No, unfortunately not.
Would you
He
say
said
the misconception
unfortunately.
This place is like the most racist town?
No, I'm fine with that
Yeah,
conception.
so it's pretty accurate.
No, I'm just fine with it. Diversity, whether people admit it or not, is very unpopular. Why do you have to spend hundreds of millions of dollars enforcing it if it's a good idea? Most people you talk to, no matter what they think, wouldn't say it.
Sure.
I have a big mouth.
So if she were black, would you guys be together?
Oh, no.
Okay. If he was black, would you guys date? Got it. So if she were to get pregnant and her child came out black, would you have any questions?
I would have questions.
What it is, it's the natural state of the world.
How so?
You just have to observe that the world breaks up into its
She said
different
I would have
groups
questions.
left on its own. And the people who promote diversity,
She knows she
they don't
racist.
live around it. One's love for diversity usually increases with their distance from it. Mixing all races in the general turn it into an amalgamized look.
So do you think the liberation of slaves was a mistake?
It was inevitable. Mechanization was replacing them.
Okay, I have something to admit. I
What?
didn't see the Pootie video.
Okay,
I'm gonna
now
give-
you're
In all
now
honesty,
you're
we were headed
bugging.
To the KKK, I had no intention to meet you, and we saw her like that's the guy from that one video. He's gonna blow your mind. You ready for this? Okay, so I know you like The Rock more than Pootie.
Me or this white rock right here?
The Rock, it serves a purpose.
So I got an automatic assault rock. That's kind of funny, right?
Oh, yes. Most think I'm a hateful person. I don't even think discrimination is a bad word. Picky. I'm picky.
And you prefer to be around white people, not black people.
Yeah, I'm the strangest person you will meet.
People says that he hates people. No, he does not hate people. He just wants to be left alone. That's the reason I fell in love with him.
You seem like a compelling match. When did you start disliking black people, if at all?
I just like being around them.
Got
I
it.
think they're fine around themselves, but why in America, formerly a white country, the current political paradigm says there can be no all-white countries, no majority white countries. Why does that have to be enforced?
Who do you think's propagating this philosophy?
Anti-whites?
No, it's okay. You want me to tell you why? Because I'm not even gonna lie, y'all white people start bugging, right? The problem is not every white person thinks like you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, right? So wait, what did he just? What
Why
did he
does
just
that
say?
have to be enforced?
Who do you think's
No
It has
all-white
to be
country.
enforced because y'all get carried away, and then even if a few different people come in, y'all start lynching. Y'all start spraying people down with fire hydrants. Y'all start doing all sorts of crazy wild shit. Y'all start burning down people's lawns. Y'all start going crazy. Y'all start doing that white people shit, right? So it has to be enforced so that way some of y'all remember to stay in line and not to kill anybody because they have a different skin complexion than you. That's really the main, I feel like that's the main thing. Like, see, not everybody thinks like him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have, based off what I've heard, he doesn't have urges to go do anything. He just wants to be left alone. And honestly, that's kind of respectable. But like, not everybody thinks like that. Some people will actually just go start lynching. And that's why people need to be like, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because if you say all this, it's all this, get out. But I'm just grabbing my, get out, get the fuck out, pulls out Glock and shoots him. Some of y'all be bugging like that.
No majority white countries. Why does that have to be enforced?
Who do you think's propagating this philosophy?
Anti-whites? They're virtue signaling to themselves.
Do you think if you had a grandchild that was black, you would love him?
I wouldn't have a grandchild that was black.
Okay.
Wow.
You'd be an active grandfather.
No,
You love the child.
I don't approve of it. I wouldn't have animosity, but you can't compromise. In the 1970s,
Yeah.
if I had looked at someone and told them America is a white country, it would have been as if I looked at them and said, you know, the sun is up in the sky. You point out something that obvious, you look silly. But somehow or another, people's concepts were changed. That's due to propaganda. America was never a melting pot.
Do you have any black friends?
No, friendship for me is a very deep commitment. So I would say I don't have any black friends simply because I'm not that close and don't necessarily want to get that close. In America, the crooked bastards are still in power because you're distracted by the irritant next door.
Got it. So you think the government
Or-
put black people...
Or in black people's case, that'd be white people.
What are your thoughts on Pride Month?
A mental illness month, you say?
Yep, this video is completely
The what?
demonetized Pride Month.
A mental illness month, you say? Black people's case,
He
that'd be
called
white
it
people.
Mental Illness Month.
A mental illness month, you say?
Yep, this video is completely demonetized for not censoring Tom and leaving in all his crazy one-liners. I believe in raw, uncensored journalism like this. If you want to help us keep this channel alive, become a member, give us your money, help us fight the yellow check mark.
He said, give us your money.
As special police for the Department of Health and Mental Hygiene at one time, I observed that mental illness was contagious. And mental illness, or even vice, is originally looked upon with disdain. If you're around it enough, you then begin to ignore it, then accept, and then embrace and become part of it.
Would you have sex with a man for $1 million?
No.
Just had to confirm that. Would you scissor a woman for $10 million? $10 million.
No amount of money in the world could get me to lay down with another woman.
Your thoughts on gay people?
You don't see this in nature unless there's some sort of chemical contaminants. Past 2 years, they first observed
Gay bomb.
homosexuality in polar bear. It's also the first time they've seen unnatural chemicals in their environment. Are the two correlated? Maybe Alex Jones was more right than not. He often says things with little to no evidence, but even a blind hog finds an acorn once in a while.
Do you have any events that happen with black people that led you to dislike them generally?
No, it's
Okay.
just that if they're in my space in any number, they serve as an irritant. They will act different than me. We're not compatible. They can have their own neighborhoods. I'll have my own neighborhoods.
Do you think at any point some of your beliefs on culture and race were hand-fed to you from parents or grandparents or your surroundings?
I played with the black kids. I thought they were a little different, but I didn't think anything of it. Noticing it but ignoring it is something you will see with someone who's under brainwashing. The fact of the matter is, if you think you're too smart to be brainwashed, you are brainwashed. Can't teach a dumb dog any tricks whatsoever. Smart people are more subject to brainwashing for the same reason they think they're not, because they're smart people.
You get an injection?
Hell no.
What are your thoughts on the people that did?
I read an article. It was on reconciliation between the vaxxers and the anti-vaxxers. We both made mistakes. It's time for us to own up to it and It was on reconciliation between the vaxxers and the anti-vaxxers. We both
What did that
made
say?
Mistakes. It's time for us to own up to it and reconcile. No, I didn't make no mistake. I didn't force it on anyone, and I didn't denigrate them for refusing to take the vax. So
See
I
you
ain't
soon.
giving nothing.
Interesting. Okay.
Who are
I'll
you?
bet y'all all commit suicide and make my day bright.
Temple?
You had a kid who was 5 years old and they said, "Daddy, I'm a guy," but
What? What you mean? What you mean by that, brother?
And force it on anyone, and I didn't denigrate them for refusing to take the vax. So I ain't forgiving nothing.
interesting. Okay.
How about y'all all commit suicide and make my day bright?
Kid
Wow.
who was 5 years old and they said, "Daddy, I'm a guy, but I think I'm a girl." What would you say?
I think we would start working on correcting that issue. I don't want an insane child.
So you've ins in the KKK.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
crazy.
know them well. You know, it's a white church. There are black churches. No one objects. No one calls them racist.
Sure.
White church. Oh no, that's.
Okay. Because the black people church, they're not against any other specific, like, group of people. That's the difference between, like, the random black churches and the KKK. The KKK doesn't like a specific group of people. The black church is just there practicing their religion. You know what so that is exactly, that's what makes that different. Y'all have hatred for another group of people. The other church is just practicing the Bible and shit like that. I'm not religious, so I don't know what the fuck you do at church, but like, them niggas is just reading the Bible and praying. Y'all niggas actually are just hating on another group of people. That's the difference between y'all guys' churches, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but you can't get away with that one. That one's like clear cut obvious. Like, you can't even.
I ain't forgiving nothing.
Interesting. Okay.
How about y'all all commit suicide and make my day bright?
Like, that's crazy
You
to
had a
say.
kid who was 5 years old and they said, "Daddy, I'm a guy, but I think I'm a girl." What would you say?
I think we would start working on correcting that issue. I don't want an insane child.
So you've ins in the KKK or what?
Yeah, I know know them well. No, it's a white church. There are black churches. No one objects. No one calls them racist.
Sure.
White church.
People don't call regular churches that are just for white people that are majority white people the racist because it's just a regular church. It's not a fucking KKK church.
What? Yeah, I know them well. No, it's a white church. There are black churches. No one objects. No one calls them racist.
Sure.
White church. Oh, no, that's not correct. Standard.
What are your thoughts on cancel
No,
culture?
it's not.
I don't like it since it's applied to me.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because nobody says that about any church. The only church that is racist, there's literally one church that is racist, and it's the KKK. That is the only one. Nobody calls any other type of, like, religion or anything like that racist. It's literally just that. It's not a double standard. What? Nah, that one's kind of crazy.
Sure. White church. Oh, no, that's not correct. That's a double standard.
What are your thoughts on cancel culture?
I don't like it since it's applied to me. But the other way, it radicalizes people who it is applied to. You say the wrong thing today, 10 years from now, it becomes very much a taboo. Someone sees that 10-year-old video, the channel may be gone. Censorship at its finest.
Sure.
From the
Yeah, I don't like that
video,
either.
A lot of white people got upset with me.
Do you think they're virtue signaling, or?
To them level of freedom simply by being myself and not giving a darn what others think. Most people will say they're like that, but then they'll go out of their way to adopt the popular belief, to say the popular thing, and to get likes on social media. What can they do to me? I've been through it all already.
Sure.
Down from not getting jobs in the past for running my mouth to being attacked.
Really?
Well, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks you have freedom of speech in America. If you're afraid to say something, you don't have freedom of speech. I'll gain my freedom by having nothing left to lose. I'm looking forward to the arrival of the Grim Reaper. I'm going to harvest his soul.
Hey! Oh, you watch the videos! He watches the videos! What are your thoughts on Islam? There's been a recent resurgence in Islam in the West.
Don't like Islam, hate Islam, don't like Muhammad. By the way, if any of the suicide bombers want to come after me, you know where to find me. At least I know I'll be taking you with me. Look at America. You may not be able to air the statement I'm about to make.
Sure.
But do you think the Chinese or the Russians fear our soldiers? Forget G.I. Jane. We got G.I. Faggot.
So do you get a pleasure out of triggering people that are sensitive?
No, I get a pleasure out of triggering people that are morons.
If you were president of the United States, how would this country look today?
Not a whole lot of difference. I expected to be assassinated before my acceptance speech. Quickest presidency you've ever seen. With my views, you know some dirtbag is gonna want to do it.
So you were registered to be vice president of the United States?
Oh, after Bob dropped out, I ended up being registered to be president.
Really? What is your name?
Tom Bowie.
So you were running for president of the United States?
Yeah.
Did you win?
Unfortunately not. I was young and idealistic.
Did you lose that over time?
Yeah. January 6th is the greatest conspiracy theory ever.
It's my birthday, by the way.
Oh, they're coming for you. But the conspiracy is that the boomer generation, which is what most of them were, is the best armed generation there is. And they tried to stage an insurrection by taking selfies. Honestly, that was BS.
So if we were to have a World War III, should I avoid conscription at all costs?
Oh yeah, put on a dress and tell them your name is Klinger.
Yeah?
Wow.
Runs the New World Order.
Peas in a pod don't have to conspire. I'm not alleging a conspiracy.
I see. Got it.
Thieves stick together.
I see.
The Rothschilds do play a large part in it. Their family line of doing that is only a few hundred years old. And
what did that
this
say?
type of stuff goes doing that.
Damn.
It's only a few hundred years old. And this type of stuff goes back way farther than that. So they're a newcomer. Who that is, I don't know. Well, I believe each group has its unique qualities. West Africans have apparently the better leg muscles to make them a predominant Olympic runners. Those are just the physical difference. You'll have emotional difference. The Asians tend to be more quiet. The whites tend to be more fantasy oriented.
What sense? Like dragons and castles?
Delusional in a way. White people believe they could fly. They didn't just wish they could. They will work at something that seems impossible, and they'll either accomplish it or keep working at it till the end of time. Those who claim from the left that they're unique and special individuals, spout the same lines, believe the same thing, use the same slogans. They're not individuals. If you're part of a group, if you acknowledge that, you not only have the values of protecting the group protects you. The strength of the wolf is the pack. The strength of the pack is the wolf.
I see.
Do you want to know how to promote degeneracy?
Please.
Give them one perversion, and after a while, sufficient exposure to that, you want something more perverted to sate that need. Eventually, sky's the limit. Now why are they promoting maps? Minor attractive person. We're reaching uncharted levels of strangeness. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
And is there a world where you run for president again?
Maybe. You never know with me.
I'll be behind him no matter what.
There is a world where you are the president of the United States.
In a way, that's possible. If I could win the presidency, I would have no need to, nor desire. I could tend to the garden quietly for the rest of my days.
After an unforgettable conversation with Tom, we made it to the KKK church. Yeah, we made it to the KKK. Christian Revival Center is definitely the KKK. Property under 24-hour video surveillance. This is the headquarters. We are out here in the middle of ass-crack nowhere. We didn't want to get shot, so we turned around. And as we drove back to Harrison, Tom got in contact with the leader of the KKK and told us he said this. Mr. Bowie said, I talked to Tom Robb and he said that he's not interested. Many of us old folks are stuck with the notions that only the legacy media matters. They don't understand that many of the folks on the internet are serious guys searching for the truth. Us.
Everything's a psyop.
Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok in 1 week using a clip from this video, I will cash up you $500. Post however many times you want, but you must tag my TikTok and put